friends, it's part 3 of our 3-part series where we are working with the wood blocks from the Dollar Tree. Now, if you missed part 1 and 2, I'll have those linked in the description box below. But part 3 and this DIY was so much fun, and the end result came out so much better than I even had anticipated. So let's go ahead and jump into the project.
For this DIY, we're going to be using 5 of the hollow wooden blocks from the Dollar Tree. And we start by painting or staining our wood blocks. I'm going to be using this burnt umber by Apple Barrel and creating a paint stain by diluting the Apple Barrel paint with water. And once we have our blocks painted or stained, we'll come in with some sandpaper and distress the edges. Once we have our blocks sanded and we've cleaned off the sanding dust, we're going to be adding some letters to our blocks. I printed these out on my Silhouette machine, and I'm going to be spelling out the word bloom, B-L-O-O-M. Now, you can spell out any word you prefer, you just have to add blocks, obviously. So I'm going to just add my letters, and I found the best way to do this was to line up my blocks and then apply my vinyl lettering. And I think this would be adorable with some beautiful stickers. And then when I was done attaching my vinyl lettering, I came in with this Color Shot Gloss Clear Coat and gave my blocks 3 coats. And then, as you'll see, that clear gloss really adds some dimension to our wood blocks. Now, once you're done with this step, you could be totally done with the project and you can just use them as loose blocks. You can use them vertically or horizontally. But I'm going to add a little bit more to my blocks, and I'm going to come in with a pencil and find the center of the sides of my blocks. Once I do that, I'm going to come in and drill holes through the blocks. Now that we have the holes drilled in our blocks, we're going to be moving on to our next step. And for this step, we're going to need some simple supplies. We'll need some twine. I'm going to be using this thicker twine I purchased from Walmart. We'll also need some wooden beads, which I had on hand already. And then we're going to be using some packing tape to make what I call a tape needle on the end of our twine. This way it will help us string the beads and the blocks onto the twine. And I chose to use 1 bead between each of my blocks and then 3 beads at each end. I also chose to trim my twine, but you could keep the twine longer if you plan on hanging it or using it as sort of a banner. I'm just going to be sitting mine on a table on my porch, so I really don't need the excess twine. But I think this came out adorable, and also it's a perfect project for any idea that you want to spell out. It could be a baby's name. I think that would make a terrific baby shower gift too. It could be a wedding, like Mr. and Mrs., and then have the last name. I think that would be adorable too, or welcome, whatever. I mean, the sky's the limit with the ideas. But I'm so glad that you joined me for this 3-part woodblock series. I've had so much fun, and I hope you have too. Well, until next time, keep it crafty.